What's going on, everybody? Johnny Kevin Bright here from JohnnyBrightMedia.com and from DesideryTide.com. And today we're going to talk about how to overcome the fear of public speaking. Now, right off the back, I just want to say there's kind of two things that kind of go like they're yin and yang, right? So I believe that there will always be a fear of speaking publicly. However, there are many ways how we can kind of like attack that and like quiet down that fear or kind of like suppress that fear, you know what I mean? And so right off the back, let's say that we can say this, that, you know, first thing you want to do is be very conscious with your self-talk. I was listening to Jim Quick not too long ago, and he was talking about how your self-talk is the program that your brain will run. He kind of threw this quote out there, or kind of like this, something that he was reading in a book, and it says something like this, like, your brain is like a supercomputer and your self-talk is the program it will run. So if you tell yourself that you're not good at remembering names, then you won't remember the name of the next person that you meet, and that's only because you program your supercomputer not to. And so if you think about the things that are going on in your head, and then think about the thoughts, you know, and your thoughts become feelings, and then your feelings become actions, and then your actions will produce your results. And so if you're thinking up top, like, oh my gosh, like, what if I fall? Or like, oh my gosh, what if my voice starts shaking like this? Because I get that sometimes, you know, I can't control my breathing, and I get all, and then it gets it all get bottled up like right in here. And so like, I'm always like, my voice is always shaking. But like, you say those things in your mind before you even go and do it, then that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. So I would say be very conscious of your self-talk. Do some exercises, like say some empowering words, like, you know, say some empowering, like, you know, affirmations, you know, like get yourself in the zone, get pumped up, like put yourself in that like very powerful, like stand like Superman, get yourself in that Superman stance, and just like feel the energy that's flowing. Like, don't boggle it up, like let it flow out, and just, you know, go out there and do your thing. So the next thing is to have 3 things that you really want to anchor on. And this was actually pretty cool. I like this one, you know, I've watched, you know, tons of videos so far on just like public speaking and like things that you can do. And I really like this one. Of all the things that I kind of like, you know, jotted down in my notes, I really like this one. And because, you know, when doing like public speaking, like people really miss the conception that you're about to go give, right? So like, you're about to go give some value. You're about to go share a story. You're about to go leave people with a piece of you in an act of service. And so like, there's really no way that you can't be like thankful for the fact that you get to share, you know, your life, your experiences with people. So like, what are the 3 things that you can anchor on that's like actually positive, right? So like, think positive, like always, like it goes back to those thoughts, like think positive. Like, so for me, it would be leadership. Like, what do I want to give? I want to embody leadership on the people who are listening. So it's like leadership, paradigm shift, like change the way you think, because we all want to get better. We all want to get produce, you know, more results. So leadership, paradigm shift, and laughter, because I like to laugh. I feel like that's one of the greatest things to kind of like instill on somebody, is just laughter, you know, like just to like make people laugh. Because when you make people laugh, it really loosens up the tension in the room. It's kind of like the icebreaker, and it gets people to like listen more and think more creatively. And so those are like my 3 things to really like anchor on. So like, what are those 3 things for you that you really want to anchor down on, and just think about, okay, like, what am I about to give? It's kind of like right as you're about to give that speech, or right when you're, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a speech too. It can just be like the fact that you're out at a party, or, you know, you're meeting somebody new for the first time, or families, or like whatever, like you're meeting somebody for the first time. And so like, what do you actually have to give, and what do you feel most great about, like, that's going to help you feel more confident and, overcome the fears of, speaking in public. And so the last thing I want to touch on is this, and we all know that you got to do a lot of this if you want to be great at anything, and that's practice. They say mastery comes with, I believe it's 10,000 hours, right? To practice on one thing to become a master at it. And so practice, practice, practice is key. And some of the cool and goofy ways that I'm going to start experimenting with this is just to go out and practice in public. So like something that I've been doing for the last few days is like I'll go up to the mall, right? I'll go up to the mall and I'll just walk around and, because I'm a business owner and because I'm trying to, get my business to boom or I'm actually working on booming my business right now, like I'll go up to the mall and I'll pass out, I don't know if you guys can see that, I'll pass out my card right here to people. And it's got a backside too. But I'll go and I'll walk up to random people and I'll pass out my card. And but before I even hand them the card, it's like I actually have to like walk up and present myself and I have to be like open, like chest open, palms that they can see my hands, like palms open, like chest out, chin up, smile, like, and very just kind of like, you know what I mean? And just and walk up to these folks and just start a conversation with them and see where it goes. Like in a very few minutes. It can be a minute, it can be 2, 3, 5, just depending on the person. If they're not like totally weirded out by a random guy walking up to them. But I walk up to these folks and I just start a conversation with them. And depending on where they're at in their life, I meet them right where they're at. Because that's another good thing, like speaking to your audience, listening to your audience before you speak, because you got to know what to say before you just start talking, right? And so, yeah, I take the time to kind of fill them out, listen to them, and then if I feel like this is something for them, then that's when I would present this to them. Like, well, you know what? I'm in, this space of online entrepreneurship. If you're interested, here you go. Or if you know anyone else, right? And so that's actually been pretty fun. Maybe one of these days I'll take my buddy out to the mall with me and we'll kind of get like some behind the scenes like exercises of me just kind of like walking up and talking around to people. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty fun. And then the last thing we can do is Toastmasters. I recently was told about this non-profitable organization that helps people with their public speaking. It's kind of like a club. You go, you can sign up, you can try it out for free. I think it's only like $47 a year, but they have like international competitions. And it's from what I'm told, like the atmosphere within the clubs, everyone's very positive. Everyone wants to grow and like learn, and like they're open to honest and positive feedback. And so highly recommend Toastmasters. So just look it up, like Google it in your area. Maybe it's crazy because you could go, like I'm already feeling like I'm gonna go to this place, I'm gonna meet somebody, and we're gonna hit it off like right away. And they could potentially, we could potentially be working together as partners and or as community members in the future. So it's just something to be very positive about, and just a great way to enhance your skills. You know what I mean? And so that is all that I have for today. I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button. And if you are keen to watch more of my videos, then make sure you hit the bell so that you are actually notified every single time when I make a video. And if you are interested in starting an online business or building an online presence, then hit or look in the description box and leave a link there. You're going to actually be able to start some free training today. And yeah, you'll be on your way. So that's it for today, my friends. I will see you next week. Take care.